right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Welcome back. Let's Paint TV hanging out. Good day. Good day. All right. We are live. Hey, we're still here. That's a good thing. Good. It's a good thing that we're still here, guys. I know. Though we will not be here at some point in our lives. We will check out, but hopefully we don't have any plans to do so. I think when you make a decision to check out, you want to do it on your own. You want to. You're prepared. You're just like, okay, I had a long enough life. I did it all. Body's kind of falling apart. All that stuff. You're like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. So, I think that's probably the ideal way to go. All right, talking about death. Everyone's talking about death here. Paint till you die, though. That's what I'm trying to say. Paint till you die. And on top of it, that will give you the fortitude to fight and to overcome any health issues. Is your will to live. And why do you have a will to live? It's because you are, at least as an artist, as someone who is sort of, in my own way, experienced the idea of the creative necessity is the way that is the way to your health, to your well-being, and supersedes a really any kind of illness. Now, obviously, that's not going to work always. It might not work in this case. But just looking back, that's the way it works. Something to live for. If you don't have something to live for, then anything can come in and take over and take you away to another dimension. That's just another dimension wherever it is. I'm pretty certain that it's just another place, another time and place. Obviously not this place. I think it's kind of the interesting thing, though, is that, okay, you die. I always say this, like, look at Ben Franklin. He's sort of classic American figure that did all this stuff. He created and invented, and he was a statesman and all that stuff, and he did all that stuff, but then he dies, as does everybody. But he dies, and where is he now? What's he doing now? Does he take any of that stuff that he cultivated and created from when he was still alive as Ben Franklin? I don't think so. I don't think it's there. Now, it might be in some way, some form or fashion. RuPaul's Drag Race. Maybe Ben Franklin is RuPaul. How about that? Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, form or fashion. Well, that's an interesting term, form or fashion. Okay, so anyway, that's just my my input, my thought for today. My thought for today, Mr. Let's Paint's thought for today. It is Thursday. We've got basically the whole month of April to really take in this whole and to follow the recommended procedures that are being asked of us, and hopefully it's will be a good thing, and it will work out. I don't know. Let's paint and contemplate existence. We do that occasionally. We do. I'm going to continue on working on my painting in the back. I already worked on it a little more this afternoon for about an hour here and there. So I'm going to mess with it some more. The thing about a painting like that is it's such a large painting, and how was it having Zach Galifianakis on the show? Oh, it was fun. It was like, it was like we were like instant best friends. That's what it was like. For like not even an hour. It was like the whole thing. He came and went, and it was in an hour. We were best friends. We had a good time. He's very personable, and you can only imagine he's that way with. I'm sure he's that way with everyone, basically. I'm sure he has a bad day or two, as we all do. Well, that's an easy thing to answer. Sometimes people ask me in the chat room some kind of like weird personal questions, and just to let you know, I will not answer those usually. So I try not to get too personal, but that clearly is a question that is related to my output as an artist or as a creator, whatever have you, what have you. You were wondering that, yeah. No, he was very, very nice guy. Yeah, see, there you go. That's too personal. Too personal. Draw Nemio. Yeah, that's right. Too personal. Is it hard to sell a piece of art you're proud of? No, not at all. I think that if you're going to get into this game, if you call it a game, or this business, tea or coffee, that's about as personal as I'm going to get. People will ask that question. That's a kind of one of those maybe a top 10 question that people you ask of artists and people who make art. Not to say that that's not a good question. It's just I think the answer, or I think not so much the answer, but I think what happens is that if one were to be concerned about how great a piece was, that they were could not sell it, particularly for a crappy, minuscule price. But on top of it, even if it were even a fair price, you just could never let go of it. I think you could not. I don't think you could really continue on to be an artist. I think as an artist, you kind of are more than happy to get rid of the piece, even if it's maybe your favorite piece or you really love it. But that's just me, and also it's also someone I'm talking from as someone who has tried to make a living at this in terms of, so I sell everything and anything, And boy, this time of a situation like this is not really a good time for selling artwork. I'll just say that. As you could imagine, everyone's kind of like going, let's put the stops on buying artwork. This is about the dumbest thing I could be doing right now. I got to get me some toilet paper. I need some toilet paper and bottled water. Yeah, I need some bottled water. And some baked beans. Lots of beans, cans of beans. I need some beans. Canned fish. All right, so you guys did all that. You guys are going to get tired of that. You need to start buying some artwork now. It's over. Let's just buy some artwork. You're stuck in your house. You got some crappy art. You could be buying some Kilduffs, some Mr. Let's Paints. I have painted toilet paper. In fact, I sold a couple of paintings, toilet paper, still lifes. I sold one, and it was I sent the painting. It was to, what is that island in the Mediterranean? Malta. I sent it to Malta, to somebody in Malta. Crazy. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small, small world. Well, I do sure hope that we I think the plan, I think everyone's plan and hope is that we can get to a point where we go, okay, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think right now they're warning us that there ain't no light at the end of the tunnel, and I think that's the scary part. That's the scary part. Now, to me, last night, I did see the light at the end of the tunnel because I was able to buy toilet paper and paper towels at my local grocery store. Oh, thank you, Alex. Where can we see what you currently have for sale? You can go to Let's Paint TV, fast food paintings at fast food prices. Tiny yeah, you got it, you know it, exactly. Go to my website, Let's Paint TV. I have links to my shopping portal there, letspainttv.com. I have a crap load of stuff on Saatchi, and also I have stuff on Etsy and eBay. Mainly, those are my main. Also, Statista, I have stuff on there. Do I want to be on American Ninja Warrior podcast? I don't know. Maybe. If it's I don't know. You want me to like I don't know. Actually, when I started my cable access show back in 2001, Let's Paint TV, I started, initially it was just a how to paint show. I was not, and then it slowly evolved into goofing off in a more crazier, or at least open to being crazy a little bit. Anyway, so initially for maybe a handful of shows, I was just being kind of more straightforward, how to, like, this is how you paint kind of stuff. And this I had a couple of requests from people they contacted me and they said, can you come to my place and teach me how to paint? And I'm like, okay, sure. So I ended up doing it twice. And one was one of the women. They were both women, and one lady was maybe an older, maybe more like a senior citizen type, but then the other lady, she was taller than me, and she was on one of those. She was a competitor, or she was one of the women. She was like a woman. She was on some TV show back from we're talking, early, maybe late 90s, early 2000s. She was anyway, she was a little taller than me, and she probably could have cut, she was beautiful, and she probably could split me in half. She was pretty buff, and I gave her a painting lesson once. All right, that's a story for you. What did I do with the Lady of Echo Park? Oh, what was that? Lady of Echo Park. Was that a painting I did? Did I do that recently? Wait a second. You're talking about the painting by Howard Blueberry, right? Yeah, I still got it. It's right here. Let me see. I think it's right here. Yeah, the lady from the Lady of Echo Park. The Lotus Lady. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're all okay. I don't know. Do you know anybody that's come down and hard times because of this? If you have, I obviously it may happen to some of us or people that we love or know. So hang in there. Oh God, I'm so glad I didn't miss the stream tonight. Says Annabelle. Nobody's sick here yet. Good. Well, hopefully we We don't. We can escape. Okay, your friend's daughter caught it. Is she okay? I know. Well, that's right. I didn't. I asked you out there, but obviously Howard Blueberry is not doing well. He's recovering though. He is in quarantine. Howard Blueberry. I'll have to post some pictures of him in quarantine. She's okay, good. Well, I mean, I think that has been the main hope or the main caveat that I think from the get-go about this whole thing. Pray for Howard. Yes, hashtag. Pray for Howard Blueberry, hashtag. Is that it's not a, necessarily the end for a majority of us. No, he's just sort of staying away from humans and other puppets. Oh man, okay, so I'm looking at my painting. I've been messing around with this painting. I think it's got some moments here. I don't know. It's kind of scary, this painting. But I think I can start messing with it some here while we're here with you. Yeah, well, it is true. I guess initially it was okay. People with underlying health conditions, they're the ones that are. It was almost like, okay, it was almost like 100% of them were the ones that were, passing away, dying. So now there's word that these other people who have no preexisting, but now maybe they did have preexisting, that they just didn't know that they had. That's a possibility. Also, they may not have pre-existing conditions, but they might have. I think in some cases they were kind of overweight. There's some weird stuff like that. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they were not happy with their lives. Maybe they didn't have. No. Okay. Let's try. Who knows? It does get people, even healthy people apparently. So that it is scary. And that, I guess, we don't want that. Well, we don't want anyone who doesn't have to die, or we don't want anyone dying. Will we apply this kind of measure for all other viruses, other flus, or colds? I don't know. I don't know how a society how we survive if we were to continue on with this. So at some point, we move on and hope for the best, I guess. Right. We the thing is, we just because you don't have a pre-existing condition, maybe you really do. We just didn't know. You just didn't know. Anyway, and then hopefully, these people are working and trying to find a way so that you can maybe there's some form of way to fight it. And there was tuberculosis. There's all these other crazy things that have happened in the past, and people, doctors, scientists have found a way to prevent it and keep it under wraps to some degree, and not have it as a pandemic. I think that's the main deal. I don't think anyone really wants to have to deal with a pandemic again in our lives, and I sure hope that's not the case. That we have to deal with this again in our lives. Hopefully another 100 years, but there is fear, or there is that possibility that it might continue on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys remember the whole AIDS epidemic. Wasn't necessarily called a pandemic, back in the 80s. But that was a scary thing. Now, of course, everyone, just initially made it a sexual encounter, but then they discovered, it's blood too, and there's all this stuff. And they finally got a hold of it, and it's sort of in check, even though it's still an ongoing disease that no one really has a way to. It's not officially gone for good, but in fact I knew people who I knew one person I remember. He was a gallery, ran a gallery, and yeah, he passed away, and there was quite I didn't know a lot of people, but I knew of a lot of people that had passed away from that. And then obviously people pass away from it, or such that, particularly that disease, because it was so connected to being gay. And back in those days, boy, it was a stigma back in the 80s and 90s. So people would hide the fact that they had AIDS, and then they would die, and they would say it was not AIDS, it was something else, because they didn't want to say, it was AIDS, because they didn't want to say, well, I was gay, or they were gay. The family would not say, anyway. But that was then, and that's sort of now. Think about that. Anyway, so that's a whole nother ball of worms, wax, whatever. So we got a new one. Yeah, I was hearing antiviral. Yeah, I was hearing that people that have actually had this disease are able to then provide antiviral, I guess, through their blood. I don't know, is it a blood transfusion? But somehow they are able to offer it to people who are not doing so well with this disease or virus. Was that people started infecting themselves on purpose with AIDS? Why did they do that? Did they do that just because they wanted to die, or what was the reason for that? But anyhow, okay, so I'm gonna get back onto this, work some more on this painting. It's kind of built up. It's a lot of it built up, but I'm not really convinced that it's. I'm on to something, but I don't know if I'm on to nothing, you know. Yes, people that got immunity can have their blood given to sick people so that they can get defenses against viruses. Yeah. Well, that's a. I guess that's. So that's good. That's good. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's amazing. You know, they do that with. They do that with poop. They insert people's poops in other people's poops, or rectum or whatever, as a way to. It's like a therapy, because the one person doesn't have a healthy enzymes, I guess, and somehow inserting. It seems just far-fetched, but that is actually, people do that. It's crazy. I don't think it's a very popular kind of operation. Heck, they still do leeches. They put leeches on people to suck whatever, suck the blood. I don't know what, some kind of leech therapy. Those blood-sucking leeches that. Yeah, they still do that. Ew, right? But getting to your gastronomical system, you know, think about, have you ever had a compost pile, or have you ever seen compost piles, or seen how those work? Well, that's a compost pile is basically your stomach, in a sense, or I can't explain it. I threw it out there. I don't even want to. I'm going to work on my painting. Okay. How about that? I'm going to work on my painting. How about that? Okay, let me get some gloves on. Okay. I ordered some paper towels. These are crappy, you know. So that happens. You order paper towels, sight unseen, and they're just crappy paper towels. Just so lame. Okay, let's do some dots. That's what I need to do. Dot. Let's get some dots going here. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Dot 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 dot. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. So yeah, just hang in there, guys. We'll make it through it here, I think. Take care of all your, all the safeguards that are available to us. I think we'll make it through this. We will. We most certainly will. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Kind of hard to see it. Terrible light. I need to figure out how to get a better lighting system. Oh, hey, whoa, whoa. What's up, buddy? Draw me no. Wow. Thank you so much. Surprise. Wow. Thank you very much. All the way from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's just a lot of dots. I mean, it's just like every car in the city of LA, rush hour, driving around on rush hour, is kind of what this is about, this painting. Rush hour. Okay, fantastic. Wow. Okay, have to drink, a little drink, a toast. Cheers. Are they driving into volcanoes like lemons? I don't know what a lemon, I don't know, but it's an interesting, I think I know what you mean by that. Like, why are they driving? I'm not so sure that they're driving into a volcano, but I think that might be how it could be perceived as such. You're right. Though I was just sort of imagining it, it's not that they're driving in, it's that they are coming from the volcano, so the volcano is coming, and so this is as the volcano falls, this is what this is. Flows, as it flows. For some reason I had this idea, and that's basically what I'm doing, but I think it's kind of tricky to ever resolve it, basically, because it's maybe because I don't really have maybe the wherewithal or the expertise, or like you question one's ability sometimes on a big painting like this. Though I see certain areas to being complete, so that's good, and just finish the other areas. That's all I got to do. I mean, it's as simple as that. I don't have to overthink it. Anyway, so there's a lot of dots I'm doing here. Kind of getting into some dot work. Need some more red. It's hard to get motivated with the painting sometimes. A lot of people will paint. They'll like paint for 8 hours or 12 hours. I mean, I've done that, but if you just, that might be like overdoing it. If you just paint for a couple of hours a day, every day for the rest of your life, that's kind of what I do, basically. Now, you ask me, what do I do for the rest? That's a good question. I do other stuff, I guess. I take naps, you name it. But I think it's, now it's easy to get lost into a painting. And I guess as is, I'm already spent probably 3 hours on this painting today. And the weird thing about devoting time to a painting that takes a lot of time or effort or thought or development, you could overwork it, you could kill it. That's the scary thing for me. So I never know, if you're making, just because you spend a lot of time on a painting doesn't mean doesn't always come off as a better painting. It's just it doesn't always equate. It doesn't. The ends do not justify the means. Is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know. So, yeah, it's kind of a strange. Sometimes you get to a painting like this, you spend a lot of time just looking at it and you go, oh God, I hate that, or I need to fix that, or let me do this. And so a lot of times you're just spending time looking at the painting as opposed to actually doing any painting. Like I'm like kind of looking at it right now. And the light here is terrible. The lighting I have is not the best, so I can't even. It's not always a bad thing having bad lighting. But you definitely need to be aware that it could be throwing you off a bit. The lights, the lighting, the glare. Just needs more dots. We just need more dots, guys. We need more dots. Where in the house should you paint? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how big your house is. I don't. Anywhere. Anywhere you can. Paint wherever you can. Okay, let's keep going here. Just a lot of dots. Oh, I need some more red. There's certain parts of this piece that I really enjoy looking at, so that's good. That's a good thing. And I just need to. And there's a certain angle that I can look at the painting and I go, oh yeah, that's it. I like that. Oh, that's good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Man, woman, child. Oh, jeez. Push this out of the way. Got trip and fall. I'm not careful. Yes, it is a volcano. That's correct. It is a volcano. No, I have not. I've never seen a volcano in real life. Mm. I, yeah, it's painting is how big is this painting? I don't know. I think it's 5 feet by 6 feet. 60 by 72, I think is the. Okay, put the red down. Let's get some more red up. Keep it going. Keep it going. Sometimes the problem is you stop, you forget about what you're trying to do. Sometimes that happens. It's okay. That looking at the painting thing can burn you out, and you just kind of stop doing it because you get so overwhelmed by it. Oh yeah. That was good. That was good. That was good. That was good. Put another. Okay, see you later, Justin. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Huh. Let's see, let's see. Oh, we put some little doodads. We need some more doodads. Hmm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Done with the red. Let's get some more red, but maybe move on to some other. Maybe some oranges. More oranges everywhere here and there. Yeah. of dots. A lot of dots. A lot of dots. A lot of dots. Hmm. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's coming along. Oh. Let's see here. This getting tripped up on this mic. This is gonna have to do something different than this mic thing. This mic is gonna have to try a different move. Not sure what it is though. So until we figure it out, we will continue on with that. Huh. Let's see here. Oh, let's go for a bigger brush. Let's see what this is about. What is that about, huh? Problems here. Let's figure them out. Figure some of this stuff out. Blade Runner meets Temple of Doom. Interesting. Interesting idea, yeah. Sure. I could see that. Okay, I'm gonna pay for another half an hour. Another half an hour. This thing, I don't know if that's really necessary. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. What do we got here? Well, like I said, a lot of times you just staring at the painting is. A lot of times that's what you do. You end up just staring at the damn painting. Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Well, we just painting. Painting is not the most entertaining, particularly if you're getting lost in the painting and you really want to try to make an interesting painting. It's not really the most interesting. Well, it's soothing. I'll grant you that. But not necessarily entertaining. Well, it's a different kind of entertaining, isn't it? Okay, let's try this out a little more. Let's see if I can get this. Ah. Hey. Wow. Thank you, Fernanda. Thank you very much. Threw me off, got me broke the broke my whatever you call it. my whatever, something broke my what is the word? Broke my silence, but also broke, just sort of snapped me out of my world of observation. That, I don't know, sometimes it's interesting. You start doing all this observation stuff, and it's sometimes you can spend a lot of time observing and then you become comatose. You're afraid to make a move, you know. But so thanks for snapping me out of that, I guess. Second guessing, you know, there's a certain amount of second guessing here. I'm not going to second guess for the next handful of minutes while I'm still here with you guys. These guys going. These guys need. Need to control the painting, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, the painting will take over and you start looking at it and you go, oh man. And sometimes you just gotta just put the paint down and make the moves. It's too easy to overthink it. We're overthinking it sometimes. When there's mostly the best part about painting is the respond, react, mechanism that we, our own natural, our own individual respond, react abilities. Usually pretty unique. You know, usually it's a pretty unique, personal. It's definitely our own. Get that a little love up there. It needs a little love, doesn't it? Kind of out of blue. Let's give it some more blue. Give us the rest of that blue. Yeah, that's the rest of that blue. A little more of that blue. There we go. Hey, it's Jake from Allstate. Jake from State Farm. Is it State Farm or Allstate, Jake? State Farm, Jake from State Farm. Ah, okay. Well, shoot. It's actually strangely kind of definitely a love-hate kind of deal, because I'm at a point where I don't really know if I like what I got going on here, but there's certain things I do like. So that's the thing. It's there is sort of a love. It's a love-hate thing. Love-hate. Not really convinced I like the idea of the volcano. I don't. But so now I'm trying to make it make sense out of it. Well, I see. Maybe we keep the idea of the grid just a tad bit. Maybe I keep going with the grid. It can go that way. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if I can go with that. I can always wipe it away. It's too much. Unnecessary. Huh. Well, I don't know if it's done, but I'm done for tonight. I'm gonna take a break and give it another run through. Maybe tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. Yeah. Uh, uh, nah, there's a lot that could be done to it. Kind of a weird painting, I guess. All right. Okay. Oh. All right, well, we gave it a shot. That's it for tonight. Thanks again for hanging out. And we'll see you again tomorrow. I'll probably be working on this again tomorrow, I would imagine. I think what I'll do tomorrow, maybe I'll take it outside and look at it in the sun or in natural light. Not so much sun, but just get a better idea what I got going on here. I think I know what I need to do. I don't think I'm gonna do anything too drastic. Just a little modification here and there. Just a little play with it. Hopefully nothing too crazy. And like I said, nothing structurally too crazy. It's already, I think, got a lot on the plate that there's enough stuff. I don't need to do anything different or change. I don't need. Well, I definitely would be open to doing something crazy, but drastic. But I don't know if I need to bother. Okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hang in there, guys. Stay away from your loved ones and your enemies. 6 feet. Don't touch them. Thanks again to Draw Nemo, and also to Fernanda. Thank you very much for your super chats. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Have a good night. Good night, Annabelle, Natalia, David, Dirk. Draw Nemo. Whoever else is here, Austin, I don't know. Okay, thanks again. Thanks for hanging out, like I said, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.